play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and a couple. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And it is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here we go. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go.
On first down, Ritter. Right back to Njoku. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. The Browns had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready? Ready?
On second down, Ritter. And that is taken in by Njoku. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble, because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Hey, Lion!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play.
Let's go now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 45.
Black block. Hut, hut.
Now they try the right side here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
Ritter to throw it. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's brought down. The first catch from Judy, good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ritter back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter from the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going for it on 4th down, it's Ritter. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Here we go, set.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Slide through.
Back to throw, Ritter. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy from 6 yards away. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
11.
On play action, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Seems like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Here we go. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Ritter off the play fake. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Ready. Cheetah. Ready.
Ritter now. He's gotten a joker over the middle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Yellow.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Hey, go. 11, Agate.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. In motion is Gray. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Running the slant, Gray with it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle they go. McLean, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
23.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Go. 13, Lou.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Let's go now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to get a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence throw left side complete. That's Burns. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, McLean. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down, Jackson.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to at least get 1 score back. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First down, Jaguars.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Right side, and he finds Gray. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Danny Gray, 58 yards. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready, ready. Ready.
First down, here's Ritter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw, Ritter. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
The Ritter back to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away. And they're not doing it.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Rowe. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. They go play action with Lawrence. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
We do see RPOs called quite a bit down near the goal line, and that puts a decision in the hands of the quarterback. And here he decides, I think we're best served if I just keep it myself and find my way across the goal line.
Here we go. And that's caught at the 2. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Ready?
Ritter throwing on third down. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Ready?
Ritter on the fourth down try. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Breaks through the contact. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here we go, set.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. This is caught. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now whistles and a timeout. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, Ritter with it. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner.